Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, welcome back, and thank you for joining us for episode 11 of the Ajayi Effect Podcast, where you are reminded that you're never alone on this winding road of life. You can show up as yourself for the entire journey. Your journey is honored, your struggles acknowledged, and your victories are celebrated here. Oh, and if it's happening in the world, if it's happening in your world, we will discuss it. Here, you are capable of big things. Y'all, we'll get into our convo in a few, but first, a toast to our sponsor, me, Dupe Ajayi. Dupe's professional journey embodies the transformative power of marketing for positive change, driven by a steadfast commitment to equity. With roles at organizations such as Airbnb, ABC News, and Rent the Runway, she's honed her skills as a storyteller and a marketer. Each of these experiences has contributed to her expertise in crafting resonant narratives that inspire change. If equity isn't at the core, she won't be. Follow Dupe here at the Ajayi Effect Podcast and at the Ajayi Effect on all platforms. Now, let's get into it. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining for the very first podcast of 2025. Y'all, I'm coming in hot. I'm going to start out by saying that I am a die-hard Android fan. Don't block me. Don't block me. Don't unfollow me. Even I have to admit that when it comes to group chats, this is where iOS has us beat. I can admit that. I'm a big girl. Apple folks can leave a chat with one click, but us Android users, child, it's drama. We're stuck unless we block everybody who's involved. Now, they recently installed a leave group feature, but still, it ain't strong, y'all. It ain't strong. It's just not. I'm not even playing. So today, we are going to unpack group chat chaos, why leaving feels so hard, and why selective responses are the ultimate in disrespect. Finally, we're going to talk about how to reclaim your peace, how to reclaim your time, okay, honey? Here's what kills me. The same people who can't answer simple questions let some random guy that they barely know text them. I swear, within a minute's time, they are suddenly typing essays to get back to this person. Dreadful. Then there are these other pain points: being ignored, side convos, radio silence when you need feedback in a timely fashion. And yet everyone will be chiming in on irrelevant tangents that have nothing to do with what you raised in the group chat. Y'all, it is truly annoying to me, and it upsets me and my homegirls, that is the homegirls that exist outside of this damn group chat. But I gotta ask, why do we stay in these spaces where we clearly are not prioritized? Why does leaving feel so hard? My main thing when I think about this, my main answer to this is guilt and shame. We are thinking we're busy worried about things that they are thinking. So, will they think that I'm rude? Will they think that I'm being extra? Maybe, but who gives a shit? Then there is fear of missing out. So people may feel like if they're not in it, that they are missing out on something that the group is talking about. But let's be real. What are you actually missing? Them talking about a show that you don't even watch anyway? Then there are the social expectations, right? So leaving can feel very dramatic. You know, there will be whispers, but staying, y'all, the cost of staying, that can feel draining. It can be depleting. It can trigger rejection. And is that better? I say pick your poison. Truth be told, we're often more worried about other people's feelings than we are our own peace. And that's a hefty price to pay. All right, we've talked about the what, we've talked about the why, and now we're going to talk about the what next, and that is how to exit like a goddamn boss, how to get the hell out of there. I'm gonna share some practical exit strategies. Sometimes you just have to say it. You just have to say, yo, I'm stepping back from this chat. I wish you all the best, or maybe I'll be back, or, you know, you ain't gotta promise them nothing. Sometimes being direct about it is the best way to go about it. Now, that might make you feel uncomfortable, but it is the best way. It's the clearest way for you to establish a boundary. And then boom, you're out. When it comes to boundaries, boundaries aren't about them. You've heard this before. They are about us. They are about you. And leaving a space, whether it's a group chat or a physical space, that's a small way for you to take back your time and your energy. Selective responses, in my opinion, y'all, they tell you everything you need to know. If this group can prioritize strangers, but they can't meet you halfway, y'all, this is not your tribe. They are not your tribe. Or there could be the silent fade. So some people choose to mute and ignore. Some people leave the chat, not Android users, not all the time. But we can leave the chat. I mean, there has been an update where we can leave the group, but that can be noticeable, and certain people will have certain reactions to that. That might be a style that you choose to go with, and I say go off, go ahead, do it. If you cannot leave, you can let them know that you'll be less active, but you owe nobody nothing, okay? If you choose, you can say, I've got a lot going on, so, I won't be engaging much on here. And if you're like me, you'll laugh because the group may very well ignore you even saying anything and go back to the stupid Netflix show that they're talking about. So, quick story, there's a group chat that I'm a part of, and I never really interact when it comes to my accomplishments, the things I'm working on, because what I've been shown in the past is that this group really doesn't listen to anything that I post within the chat. It feels very mean girl. Now, I've confronted them about this before. I've talked to them about it directly. I've talked to them about it gently. All kinds of ways, shapes, and forms, y'all. And when it came to the launch of something that was very important to me, they saw this launch out in space, out in time, in real time, like everybody else did. One person mentioned this within the group chat. The rest of them acted as if nothing ever happened. There was hardly any acknowledgement. And it's funny because months before, they had asked me about what I was working on, and I had mentioned to them that I would not share details because of this very dynamic of, stonewalling, mean girling, I don't even know what it is, of not really engaging me within this group chat. Fast forward, they proved my point to be true. Well, I tried to exit this chat. There was a leave group option. Hey Android, hey Google. Do you know these heifers brought me back into the group chat? What? So in this case, the silent fade did not work, honey. It didn't. But I'm offering you all options. I'm just telling y'all what is feasible, okay? This is about boundaries. Group chats, they teach us so much about life. They do. They teach us about who we choose to interact with, who we choose not to, how do we lift people. You can learn a lot about human interaction and dynamic from the way, believe it or not, people interact within a group chat setting. I know it's been years since Auntie Maxine said this, but for 2025, y'all, reclaim your peace. Set your boundaries. Y'all, you are worth everything. You're worth $1 million, if not more. And those people who realize that will make sure that you realize that. They will never miss an opportunity to give you that. Anybody who withholds that from you, they're not worth your time or your energy. You're not stuck in a place that doesn't deserve you. Not a group chat, not a relationship. Leave, log off, and thrive. Y'all, have you ever had a group chat horror story? I'm sure you have. Or have you found yourself stuck like us Android users? Let me know, and I might feature your story in a future episode. I promise I will not ignore you. Y'all take care. And remember, until next time, you're capable of big things.